I hope when you cook these dishes, please let us know how they behave with you. How do you like them? How is the taste and flavor? Now, we've been talking about different ideas to promote this show. Another natural way is if somebody meets you and they're passionate about cooking, I bring them into the show. So, Mr. Ali, who I met in a shop, lovely to see him, and I have today brought him to the studio, and he will cook for you the thing that he will tell you. Of course, Mr. Ali.
Hi.
Mr. Ali is also known as Mr. Mango. Mr. Ali, it's a pleasure to welcome.
Pleasure to be here,
Lovely.
Mr. Tony.
So, today, Mr. Ali, what are you going to cook for us?
Today I'm going to cook a chicken palak dish,
Right.
cooked traditionally as my mother taught me how to cook this.
So, there will be a Bangladeshi touch.
Not as much.
Not as much.
No, but more of a Pakistani type.
Pakistani.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed. So, kitchen is yours.
Thank you, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, I'd like to introduce you to the ingredients that I'll be using today. First of all, you'll need 3 onions, and the onion size is roughly this size that I've used, 3 of these. Okay, next I'm going to use some ginger piece, and again, just to give you an idea of the amount of ginger I've used. And then finally, from the main ingredients point of view, I've got the green chilies, and I'm looking at 3 to 4 chilies, depending on how hot you want your dish to be. I've also got the palak, the saag. Usually I tend to use for a 1 standard chicken, tend to use 2 of these bunches. Okay, and finally we have the chicken cut into small pieces. You can have them smaller pieces than these if you like, but I'd like to keep them at medium pieces. Okay, and I will introduce you to the spices as we go through.
So, how do you start?
So I'm going to start off with putting some oil, and I'd like to have plenty of oil into the pan, but not great deal, because this is just purely enough to cook the curry itself, the chicken curry.
Beautiful.
Okay. Then while I've actually added the oil, I'd also like to add salt roughly at the same time. Okay. I tend to use about 1 to 1.5 teaspoon, just to give that flavour. And while the pan is heating,
yes,
the next thing to add is your onions. Okay.
Lots of onions and very coarsely cut. Yes.
Yes. The onions, I tend to keep them this size purely because you want a good gravy at the end.
Lovely. Lovely.
And what we're trying to look for is the onions to go gold.
Yes.
So once they start to change colour and it's going gold, then you basically need to add the spices.
Indeed. Yes.
But while we've got this cooking, I want to add some ginger.
Ginger.
Yeah, because I
chopped ginger.
Yeah, chopped ginger. Yeah. Again, I like to have ginger taste while I'm eating.
Indeed.
So does my wife.
Yes.
So basically, I tend to have them tiny cubes. And then
And
similarly
this is
with
your garlic.
That's right.
Yeah.
Similarly with the garlic,
So-
again, I like to have a taste.
Beautiful.
But you could have them squashed or whole garlic, entirely up to you. But you want to give
It's
it enough
nice
time.
when you can chew it, you can taste it. It's tending. उर्दू में कहते हैं खड़ा खड़ा गार्लिक होना चाहिए, खड़ा खड़ा
बिल्कुल,
जिंजर
बिल्कुल।
होना चाहिए. Very nice. Yeah.
जिंजर और गार्लिक की तो सबसे अच्छी खुशबू आती है और टेस्ट भी आता है खाने में. किसी वक्त होता है कि थोड़ा सा जो है ना कवर कर लें
हाँ जी
ताकि उसे थोड़ा सा कुक कर लें
हाँ।
इसका जो है ना जितना सॉफ्ट अनियंस होगा ना
जी जी
इतना अच्छा ग्रेवी
बढ़िया
बनेगा
हाँ ग्रेवी बनेगी
अच्छा ग्रेवी बनेगा
Yeah.
so again just to check on onions make sure that they don't stick to the pan the heat is right again keep the heat medium you don't want it too hot heat the gas keep it medium I see a lot of my friends when I cook with them they're always in a rush and they think that putting heat up will actually cook the food faster. It doesn't, it actually burns it.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add the spices,
Yeah.
so give the spices a bit of time to cook.
Yeah.
So I will start off with my favorite spice, actually second favorite,
okay.
but this is the healthiest.
Yeah.
Okay, turmeric. Again, turmeric, you don't have to be shy of turmeric.
No.
Turmeric, you can have quite a bit of turmeric,
Yeah.
but I tend to have a tablespoon,
Yeah.
sorry, a teaspoon. Okay, and then my favorite spice of all is the
Jeera
cumin
powder?
seeds.
Oh, cumin.
Cumin,
Yeah.
cumin
Yeah.
seeds, yeah.
Jeera powder.
Jeera powder, yes. Also known as jeera powder. Again, I love my spices, so I
Yes.
tend to put a tablespoon and a
Yes.
teaspoon and a half.
Yes.
And if you want to keep it slightly less, you can
Yes,
reduce those.
indeed.
Then we've got the Kashmiri Basar, which
Yes.
is also known as
Yeah.
the
Degi
Degi
mirch.
Mirch. Degi Mirch, yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Again, I only put half of that in.
Yes. Lovely.
And then finally I've got, so we'll leave the garam masala till the end,
Yes.
obviously. Okay, so just again, give these a mix.
Do you need whole jeera?
I've actually put
Yeah.
the cumin
Yeah.
seeds in.
Yeah. Kasuri methi?
That'll be-
Later?
Yeah, later. Okay, so, Uncle Tony, we have now got a good mixture coming through.
Beautiful.
So what I like to do is obviously,
Now is the time.
because it's now slightly drying up, okay, because all the water of the onions is
Yes.
actually going.
Yeah.
I'm going to add some things to this, which is
Yeah.
some tomatoes. Now, people, if you're in a rush and you don't want to put fresh tomatoes, sorry, you can always get the chopped tomatoes. I
Yeah.
like the chopped tomatoes. You put about half a tin of these,
Right.
yeah, with the juices, and that should be sufficient for one curry,
Yeah.
which is equivalent to about 3 standard tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yeah.
Yes.
Something like this.
That's right, that's what I was looking for. Thank you, Uncle Tony. Yeah, 3 of those. Again, it's your personal preference. At this point, I'm just gonna add the 4 chilies in.
Chilies, whole
Okay,
chilies.
Yeah, yeah. And it is actually a very good preemptive
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
I put the chicken into the sauce itself.
So I see that it's a whole chicken. So you don't use boneless chicken. It's with the bone. And I like that
yeah.
because when you cook any meat with the bone, that is flavorsome. The other isn't. You see.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct. Again, I'm one of those that likes to have the mixture of
Yeah.
meat and the bone,
Yes.
because there are a lot of flavors that it actually produces. But
Yeah.
some people, again, you could add just meat itself off the bone, and it will cook just as nicely. But yeah, I'm
Well,
one of
actually, it is more or less restaurant style when they only use boneless meat.
That's right. And मजा ही तो bones खाने के लिए
हाँ जी।
हाँ. So while that's cooking, okay, we shall put the lid on this one because again there'll be some water
Right.
coming out to the chicken and slightly low,
Yeah.
low heat. Okay, so you need a second pan and some water.
Yes.
Some water into the additional pan.
Right.
Okay, and obviously you need to boil the spinach
Yes.
so it's ready to go into the chicken once it's boiled.
Yes.
Okay.
It's nice to use the fresh spinach. Otherwise, the canned spinach can be used. Get it?
Again, it's not crystal
It's your
clear as the
preference.
tomato, fresh tomato and
Yeah.
the canned tomato.
Yeah.
But this one, if you're in a rush, you could use it. And again, this is just my experience. But I tend to work with a lot with the fresh
Yeah.
ingredients
Lovely.
very thoroughly. And again, what we'll do is we'll cover that. Let's just have a quick look at the spinach,
Yeah.
and it's
So
getting.
it's shrinking away there.
That's right.
Yeah.
It will shrink a lot further.
Right.
Maybe we could put heat up a little bit. Yeah, that's it. And I'll just check the chicken again. Always remember just to continue stirring the chicken.
Yes.
Because
Otherwise,
you are actually turning the pieces around for them to cook
evenly.
evenly. So what we're going to now do is take the spinach, the water out, drain the water out to the spinach
Beautiful.
using a colander, but be ever so careful because the water obviously is quite hot.
Yep.
And there we go. And just let
I'll
it
put
drain
that
slightly. Yeah,
On one side.
absolutely.
And
Okay.
you are going to add this into the chicken now.
That's right.
This is the right
Now,
time?
It is, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So you can see that the spinach is actually shrunk quite a lot. So you need to
Beautiful.
put quite a bit of spinach in to start off with. And I shall just put those pieces
I'll
in
get
there.
rid of that.
Yeah. The last stage, which is a few more minutes
Yeah.
with cooking
Beautiful.
the spinach in the chicken.
It looks pretty good. So I was wrong in thinking that a lot of spinach it will be and little chicken. But it's coming into nice proportion. Beautiful. It looks grand.
My other favorite spice is obviously garam masala.
Garam masala.
Garam masala, you can basically, once you've cooked it all, just add it right at the end. Yeah. And just sprinkle the garam masala
Yes.
into your dish. If you prefer garam masala, I love it.
Yeah.
It's one of the best spices.
Beautiful. Yes.
And the other spice, obviously,
Yes.
which you and I both admire and love, is the coriander.
Coriander.
Fresh coriander.
Yes.
You know, just
Beautiful.
sprinkle it over last few pieces onto the
Very nice. Yeah.
onto the dish, and voila, here we have.
Ali, I have learned a lot from you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. There are dishes, but there are huge amount of ways to cook them.
That's right.
And when you put your spice, how long you cook it for, and all those things create flavors.
Flavors.
So
That's right.
I'm looking forward to that. So this is the time to dish it.
Absolutely.
So,
Let's see how wonderful the dishes come out. Or
beautiful.
the colors. You can see the meat has cooked very well.
And you can taste the spinach quite
Spinach,
separately.
yes.
Yeah.
The juices, absolutely lovely.
Lovely. Great. Ali, I would like you to hold your dish so that all our viewers can see that we bring the public, the people who are passionate to cook. What lovely.
Thank you very much, Uncle Tony, for the opportunity to actually cook a lovely dish.
Thank you very much
on
indeed.
your show.
May I have a little taste?
Absolutely.
Ah,
Please do.
beautiful. This is fantastic, truly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it isn't hot, and it, you know, sometimes I say, are we cooking the English style or hot Pakistani style? But this is beautiful.
Thank you.
It's got flavor, aroma. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Uncle
Yeah.
Tony. Thank you.
Now, this dish is absolutely lovely. Mr. Ali, thank you very much indeed. I hope you will replicate it at your house. And I would love to have comments from you. So, for this show, my bye-byes. See you again on the same channel at the same time.